Have you ever wondered why some people keep winning, while others try again and again without results? They're not smarter. They don't have more opportunities. They've just learned how to think, feel, and act like winners. Winning isn't random. It's a psychology. It's a strategy. The Psychology of Winning by Denis Waitley is one of the most influential self-development books ever written. It's been used by Olympic athletes, Fortune 500 CEOs, and everyday people who turned their lives around. Not because it revealed a magic secret, but because it taught them how winners think. In this video, we'll explore 5 powerful ideas from the book. Ideas that can reshape how you see yourself, your goals, and your future. Let's begin with the most essential foundation: mindset of a winner. Everything starts with thought. Winners aren't born. They are made. And it all starts with how they think. According to Denis Waitley, winners see themselves succeeding before they even begin. They use their imagination not to predict disaster, but to create success mentally first. They don't say, "If I succeed," they say, "When I succeed." And that small shift makes a huge difference. Their mindset is realistically optimistic. They see the obstacles, but focus on the solutions. They don't think, "I'm a failure," but rather, "This experiment didn't work. What did I learn?" Waitley writes, "We are not what we think we are. We are what we think." In other words, the reality you live is often a reflection of your thoughts. If you think like a winner, you'll act like a winner. And when you act that way, the results begin to align with that mindset. That's why the first step to any real change is to reprogram your thinking. Success doesn't start from the outside. It starts from within. The moment you change your thoughts, your entire world begins to change. What truly separates winners from everyone else isn't just their positive thinking, but the way they see themselves. Every action they take, every choice they make, comes from a deep inner belief: I am worthy. They don't rely on external approval to feel good. Instead, the image they hold of themselves within is the foundation of their confidence. Denis Waitley emphasizes that we can't outperform our self-image. In other words, we can't reach greater success than what we believe we deserve. If deep down we feel unworthy or not enough, we'll find ways to sabotage our progress. We might delay decisions, miss opportunities, or give up too early, not because we can't do it, but because something inside whispers, "You're not ready." Winners, on the other hand, have worked on their relationship with themselves. They don't wait to succeed in order to feel worthy. They feel worthy, and that's why they succeed. They see their mistakes, but don't translate them into shame or weakness. They accept them as part of the journey. And the more you strengthen your inner self-image, the more resilient you become against life's blows. When someone has a strong inner foundation, they don't crumble at the first failure. Instead, they stand up, learn, and keep moving forward, because they know, not just hope, that they are meant for something better. At some point, we all face moments of uncertainty. It's easy to blame the circumstances, other people, or even luck when things don't go our way. But the people who truly win in life don't operate like that. They don't let their lives be dictated by external forces. Instead, they take control and accept responsibility for the direction they choose to follow. Responsibility doesn't mean everything is your fault. It means you have the power to choose how you respond. And that choice is everything. Denis Waitley explains that winners have a clear sense of direction and purpose. They don't wait for opportunity to come knocking. They chase it. They plan for it. And they create it step by step. Having a sense of purpose doesn't mean having all the answers, but it does mean you know why you get out of bed in the morning. You know why you keep going when others give up. Winners don't act based on temporary emotions. They act based on their long-term vision. That vision gives them strength, even when motivation fades. It's this inner discipline and clarity of direction that sets them apart. They don't wait for the world to change before they begin. They begin with themselves, with one decision, one commitment, because they know that even the biggest transformation starts with a small moment of personal responsibility. On every path to success, there's something we all face: fear and failure. It doesn't matter who you are or how talented you might be. There will be moments of doubt, insecurity, or even shame over a mistake. The difference isn't whether you fall, it's how you rise. Most people avoid pain. They avoid risk. They don't want to fail, so they quit before they even start. But winners see failure in a completely different light. They don't fear it, they use it. Every mistake is a lesson, not proof of weakness, but a sign of growth. Waitley says that winners have an inner voice that doesn't blame them when things go wrong. Instead of saying, "I'm a failure," they say, "That didn't work. What can I learn from it?" They've learned to separate their self-worth from their results. They don't let one setback define who they are. And that mindset is liberating. When you stop fearing failure, you start taking real chances. And when you dare to act, you start making true progress. Because success isn't linear. It's full of setbacks, corrections, and surprises. Winners don't avoid the process. They embrace it. And that inner resilience, the ability to stay grounded when things go wrong, is ultimately more powerful than any external skill. Many people wait for the perfect moment. That one day when everything will be in place, when they'll feel ready, confident, strong. But that day rarely comes. Those who win in life don't wait for ideal conditions. They don't wait to feel perfect. They simply begin. They act with consistency, discipline, and intention. The difference between those who dream and those who live their dreams isn't inspiration, it's action. It's the ability to show up every day, even when you don't feel like it. To keep going when the results aren't showing yet. To persist when others have already given up. Denis Waitley explains that winners operate with winning habits. They don't rely on fleeting motivation, but on structured choices. They build routines, thought patterns, and daily actions that align with their goals. They're not perfect, but they are consistent. And that consistency is what paves the road to success. Every small action counts. One step today, another tomorrow. And suddenly, you're much closer to what once felt far away. Winners understand that success isn't the result of one big move, but of thousands of small steps taken over time. They don't wait for the perfect day. They create it. And the more you act, the more trust you build in yourself. Because at the end of the day, the most powerful tool a winner has isn't talent or opportunity. It's the habit of showing up, trying, and moving forward. Perhaps the greatest lesson we can take from this book is that winning isn't a privilege for the few. It's a choice for the many. You don't need to be perfect to succeed. You only need to choose to think, act, and live like a winner, day by day, decision by decision. If something in today's video spoke to you, then your first step has already begun. Remember, you are not what happened to you. You are what you choose to become from this moment on. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like. Not for me, but for yourself. To keep this energy alive, drop a comment below and let me know which part resonated with you the most. And if you'd like to keep growing together, consider subscribing. Here, every idea is a chance to rebuild yourself. Until next time, remember, a winner is not the one who never fell, but the one who didn't stay down after falling.